Alita was born at this moment in history. An innocent human child brought to life on Mars. She was called Yoko until the war between the planets destroyed her home and family. She was plucked for action by the war machine, her brain installed in a basic titanium core and a no-frills cyborg body for adaptation and training. She was only 17. By the time her brain was transplanted into a Class 1 Berserker-compatible core, she had been identified as a high-value military asset, armed with the ultimate in 24th century cyborg technology. What role was this 17-year-old girl to play in the battle between Earth and Mars? Was she good then? Was she evil? Was she the ERM's instrument of destruction? The endgame of the war came with a bioweapon penetrating Earth's defenses. Humans were dying, and the spread was unchecked. Defensive action was taken, but there were no means to contain something of this magnitude. The sky city of Zalem was sealed to prevent the virus from getting in, while the disease spread around the globe, a viral tidal wave that quickly surpassed any efforts to quell the devastation. Mortality rates rose to 70%. There was carnage in the streets. Poor and powerful alike died by the millions and lay unburied. Zalem above watched as the lights of the world went out. Returning freighters and warships were turned away for fear of contamination. Some took their chances descending to the infected planet below. Others just ran out of time and went dark. The enemy grew quiet as well. The nanobot plague counterstrike on Mars had found its mark. Refugees from every place on Earth converged on Iron City under the shadow of Zalem. Isolated from the plague, the Zalans ruled the world. The surface people grew their food and worked their factories. In return, they gave them power, medicine, technology, and the rule of law. It was a cruel system, but the beacon of Zalem gave hope for the future. The rest of the world was reclaimed by nature. The great cities collapsed and were overrun by forest. There were pockets of humanity, sometimes in the ruins of cities, sometimes in small towns and villages. They struggled with disease and starvation. Those who could do so journeyed to Iron City. Thus, Zalem has endured for 3 centuries. The world is at peace, a rigidly enforced one. There is no growth and no progress. Though life on the ground is mired in squalor, the Zalans float above, isolated and serene. Unaware of a lonely cyborg core, a warrior of the forgotten war, discarded in the scrap, life still blinking within, ready to rise.